Alright, welcome to another video. And I just seen this one, the day's news, you might have seen it. This thing about Tommy Robinson assaulting a bloke in a St Pancras tube station. So this St Pancras will be something to do with it as well. I'm just going to have a look at that in a minute. But the first thing, the image is, what grabbed me about this was that, where you got the red dot basically between the eyes, right? So basically, as you know, that's basically the deal with this, right? The bindi, the dot between the eyes of the Hindu religion. Of course, on all the gods like Krishna, Vishnu, and all that, right? So that's basically what that's about, right? It's 12 psyop, right? Like, what's supposed to have happened, right, is he's supposed to have knocked a bloke unconscious in this St Pancras tube station or something, right? Or railway station, whatever it is. Like. I see, it doesn't show you like what happened, right? It just sort of starts from this position, but this position where the bloke is in, right, lying on his front with hands underneath, like his own body, right, is basically Masonic, right? Again, more the psyop. You got Gurumit Singh, right, sort of defending him, right? Gurumit Singh, right? And look at how the news presenter is. This one, yeah, right? So this is so again, this is a total psyop, like, right? Where they basically, for whatever reasons, you can probably figure it out yourself. Yeah, because a lot of people support this Tommy Robinson. That would be Pakistani, I would think, Pakistani Muslim, Milad Shirzad, as opposed to Indian, right? So basically, this is a psyop type of thing, right? As you see, it's put on by the Sun newspaper. It's probably on BBC and all that, a total psyop to, antagonise racial ideas and, demonise far right and etc. Just the same usual thing. Yeah. But as I say about the positioning of this one on the floor, right, the positioning. You see here, right, the position of lying down on the ground prostrate is associated with a candidate, right? So this is basically what's going on here. This is a totally Masonic little sure. Covered with a crimson cloth and a sprig of acacia on the right hand. Signifies humility and submission before God. So basically, what they're probably trying to do is make the far right ones, what they consider the far right ones, the like the ones protesting against immigration and that, basically subordinate to their Masonic law type of thing, So basically, using a psyop, saying that only far right ones like use this violence type idea. You see what I mean? Of course, there's no footage of the. In reality, it's probably that Tommy Robinson couldn't even knock the bloke out. It's it takes off the video. It takes off from him lying on the ground. Right? So he's seen nothing. There's no evidence of no. Right? And a total Masonic ritual. So he's being played out on the TV screen, like news media. As you see here, exactly the same as that, right? As you see, the red cross, which is associated with the English flag, which obviously Tommy Robinson's associated with that type of idea, right? So it's totally to do with this. It's a Masonic, like a religious ritual being played out on the media screen, right? And of course, Muslimic do a similar thing like that, except they basically stick the horse in there type of thing. It's about submission to God, really, as they say it, God, right? So different ways to pray. And this is exactly what you're looking. Now, of course, when you have a Masonic eagle, an eagle is a bird of prey, right? So it's based on the same thing. Again, as you see, you have the Masonic candidate position, right? And prostrate. Here, presumably, before lie down on the rug, right? It's the Masonic, the candidate. Now here you see Tommy Robinson stand as EU candidate. Looking particularly lesbian there. Independent MEP candidate. So this is very much about the candidate, right? Of course, associated with a far right idea, to basically demonise the British people who are opposed to mass immigration, multiculturalism, and all that, as if they're far right and thugs, violent, and all that. Typical idea, right? That's what it's about. And also a 4-2 for 6 hex, right? Indicating that it's the hex. And as you see, the St. Pancras, see the 777 code, right? 14 and 34. So you got your 777 code, right? Pancreatos, Roman citizen who converted to Christianity. So this would be something to do with it, right? And of course a little red mark, see a little red dot or mark